want to tell you two brother stories, and maybe we can learn something from them. One has to do with my twin brother. In second grade in religion, we're being taught how we decide when Easter happens. And our teacher, Sister Miriam Eugene, said it's always on the first Sunday, after the first full moon, after the spring equinox. And she then asked, who remembers what it is? And she asked my brother, and he wasn't paying attention. And he didn't know. And then I raised my hand, and I had the answer, and he didn't, and it was so cool. And I always remember that every Holy Week, that there is a full moon. And I always remember that little moment of glory. But I also rejoice every Holy Week when I see the full moon, because it reminds me that we're entering the mystery of our salvation. But now here's another brother story. One day in high school, my friend came in and he said, "You are not going to believe how stupid my brother is." He says, last night there was a replay of that big Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier fight, the one in Manila. It was on TV. Now the world knows that Muhammad Ali won. My father said to my brother, "I'll bet you $5 Muhammad Ali wins." My brother took the bet, lost, and paid it. Well, that's how dumb he is. Now my friend's father clearly had the advantage. He knew the winner when he bet on the winner. It was a tough fight for Ali, very tough. As a matter of fact, he said it was the closest thing to dying he ever experienced in his life. He won by technical knockout in the 15th round when Joe Frazier couldn't come out because his eyes were closed so tight he couldn't see. But it was a tough fight. This week, we replay that big fight between God and the devil. It's a close fight. Jesus actually does die. On Good Friday, it appears that Jesus actually loses. Almost everyone turns against him. They're shouting for his crucifixion and spitting on his beaten body as he walks the way of the cross. And most of his close friends abandon him. But with the power of God's love, it did not end there. We know the winner. But often in our lives, the devil asks us to bet on anyone else or anything else but Jesus. He tempts us to bet on accumulating stuff while our brothers and sisters are starving. He tempts us to bet on anger with those with whom we disagree and with hatred of those who are different, instead of meeting our brothers and sisters heart to heart. He tempts us to bet on winning in violent ways instead of peacemaking, so that everyone can win. And there are many temptations to make the wrong bet. But there are also temptations to think that maybe Jesus didn't win. This pandemic has had us down for over 2 years, and it isn't over. We're starting to see light, but it's not over yet. The war in Ukraine has everyone's attention, and if it escalates, it can put the entire world in danger. But in addition to that war, there are 15 countries in Africa, 3 in the Middle East, 2 in Latin America, and 1 in Asia that currently have some form of political unrest, drug war, civil war, or terrorist insurgency. Wow. There's also an opioid epidemic, racial tension, political tension, human trafficking, and climate concerns. It's tempting to wonder, did he really win? We live in very challenging times, but we know the winner. We don't just know who the winner is, we know him. We've met him. We've walked with him, learned from him, been fed by him, been embraced by him, and we've been saved by him. What appears to be his defeat is actually his moment of glory. His cross is his throne, and this week we stand before his throne to give him honor. This week, that ultimate fight is being replayed in our celebrations. But every day, that fight is being replayed in your life and in mine. Maybe we can all learn a lesson from my brother and from my friend's not so smart brother. This week and every Holy Week, look for the full moon. Let it remind you of his victory. Then, bet on the winner. Bet on Jesus today. Bet on Jesus this week. Bet on Jesus every day of your life. With him, we'll all win.